Alrighty, welcome to round number 5 of 7. We're down the home stretch, and we got Mr. Andres Torres, YCS champion, one of arguably best players in the world here at Pro Play Games, repping his TCG Collectibles sleeves. Shout out to them, premier store in Colombia, against one of Pro Play Games locals,
Homegrown.
Isaiah. Yeah, the homegrown. This man has, from nothing to something, this man has grinded and grinded and grinded through nothing but locals. Has, from what I understand, never been to a premier event.
No.
Closest thing he's got to is PPG locals. Just playing against people like Andres Torres, Santiago, Ruben Penaranda, Andres Espinosa here with me, Andy Garcia. Just such great players he has, and he's shown that he can hang with the best of them. So here with his faithful too, he does not change from this deck.
No, he plays
Eldlich Zombie.
Yeah, he'll try to play other decks. I saw him playing the machine deck, but he's really into this deck. So Andres here is playing the Chaos Ruler build, which is really good actually, because you get to add any one of these cards that he's about to mill, and it also gets the Drytrons engraved. Although that was a really bad mill, actually. I think the only thing he grabbed Lancia, which could be good against the zombie Eldlich deck.
That's not too bad. I mean, grab Hand Trap, I'll take it.
The biggest problem that I see is when Andres goes second, or if he bricks going first, the zombie world could put a really big damper on this deck.
Guess what you can't do? Ritual summon, right? You can't ritual summon.
You can't use any of the Drytron effect because they need to tribute machines.
Oh, right. That's pretty powerful.
Yeah, very powerful.
Especially because he is just not playing the regular. You usually see Eldlich with Dogmatica or some other type of splash where it's just not too dedicated to zombies. He's playing the whole.
He's playing the whole thing, which if you already have the Eldlich on board, it's really good because you can start summoning out Balderok, or you can summon out Unizombies, Glow Up Bloom. He's starting off right now really strong with Shiranui Solitaire.
He did get Effect Veilered.
I do not believe he is playing the Megalith package, Divine. He is playing a very standard list. Very close to what we saw in round 1 with Kamal.
Some great matchups we've had on stream today.
Very good matchups.
Definitely, if you guys miss any of this content or any of these rounds, make sure you subscribe to the PPG YuGiOh Twitch to get access to the video on demand. You can also become a channel member if you're over on YouTube and get immediate access to this video on demand. Otherwise, we'll be uploading these around a day starting on Monday on the YouTube channel, completely free.
Divine Power. The ritual spell tributes machine monsters. to ritual summon. So that's the biggest thing. So he'll be able to use the Drytrons, but he won't be able to activate any of the ritual cards. Yeah, he's just gonna scoop there. Yeah, he's gonna see the zombie world and not be able to do anything.
Zombie world, hell of a card, man. I remember back when that was the dagger in the heart of Monarch players.
Yeah, it's just couldn't tribute anything.
They couldn't. Almost something similar here in the Drytron matchup. Andres just laughing it off, talking it off. He knew it was coming. I mean, he knows Isaiah. It's
he
no
knows
surprise.
that he's playing
as soon as
this.
he sat next to him, he's like, all right, well, I got to not get got by this, but.
He can't get Eva because remember they're zombies in the graveyard, and Eva needs to banish fairies. It'll turn off a really big. He used the Drytron level 1, and he used the Diviner to send Natasha. and that creates the level 8 synchro because Diviner is also a tuner. So you add the 5 with the level 2, so that's how he was able to make the Chaos Ruler. But unfortunately, he didn't really mill anything off of the Chaos Ruler. You know, you have the chance to hit any of the Drytrons. You know, they're playing like a big Drytron engine, but just unfortunate in that like one instance. But I mean, Andres, like we said in the beginning, very, very, very known player, very good player. And you know, he'll bounce back from this. And Isaiah again can play with the best of us. So there's basically just like I said, homegrown. He just decided one day to start coming to locals. And we saw him just doing really well with his zombie deck to the point where there's a bunch of other people playing that deck too. You know, he made it like really big with the remote dual extravaganza, getting I believe second place at one of those, and all the zombie cards just immediately started spiking. Everybody wanted to play this version of the deck because it does have a lot of bricks, but it can really shut off a lot of decks. You know, like dinosaurs, it can shut off pretty much even this Drytron deck. Can shut off a lot of decks just with one spell card.
Definitely.
See him starting off. Andres letting him go first. He's starting off with Pot of Extravagance. I don't think Isaiah plays really any like extra deck cards that he's worried about. That's why you see him just shuffle and then immediately give, because he really doesn't need a lot of those cards. Everything is 3-ofs. You see him pay 8 and feel great. Just gonna search a land card or maybe even Eldlich. I know that's like a lot of things that people were doing where they were discarding the Golden Lord to send the Cursed Eldland so they can get access to Sanguine. We're going to see him search Aquero, which is really good in this matchup too. Isaiah knows this matchup very well. I don't think Isaiah was ever playing any Orcus lists. I think he was playing like the machines, but I don't think Orcus was in them. Very much, yes, Divine. Isaiah sticks to this deck, swears by it, and he doesn't play what everybody else is doing. He does his own stuff. And I commend him for that because he enjoys playing his stuff and he wants to be good with his own deck. And it's something to be really, really like proud of, as far as him, doing really well, having other people playing the deck as well. It's something really, really good for him that he has going. And Andres knows. Andres has played Isaiah a lot. It's not something that is like he just came out of nowhere. Everybody knows exactly what he's playing, and he still does well with it. So we're gonna see him get access to both of the Sanguine, or either he does also play the other Destiny cards. Yeah, the other elixirs. Very, very good players, both of them. I think the only real difference is that Andres is very, very well known. So, I mean, Isaiah is just up and coming now. He's only been playing for probably maybe even like a couple, maybe not even a year, probably, maybe a couple months. So, him doing well with this deck is really good. See, Andres stopped the Sanguine with the bell. He's going to Cosmic set. The unknown set, actually. So it's not like a super poly. Just starting with the Nova, which is an E-tally basically for any of the Drytrons. Very interested to see like how Andres plays through the elixir. I mean, these cards they're not the biggest cards, but right now this Golden Lord is pretty big, like as far as like attack and defense wise. So I don't know exactly what Andres has to out this. Isaiah took game 1. He went second and still took game 1. Andres didn't really open ideally, and Isaiah immediately got access to Zombie World, which is really, it's not like completely overwhelming for Drytron, but it turns off the spell. Alright, here we go. Chaos Ruler again. Let's see if he hits better this time. Oh, he hits Diviner. Oh, but he's taking the Herald. Wow, he drew the Ben 10. Gonna summon back one from the graveyard, get the Ben 10 effect. So we know, like you said, yeah, Natasha's already in the graveyard. Oh, he searched Ben 10? Apologize, I was looking through the deck lists as he searched it. Torres is searching a card right now. Game 4 would be pretty good. So right now he's grabbing the Eva so he can turn on the Herald of Arclight in his hand. Gonna use this to summon the Link 1 or the rank 1. Foolish. Gonna send the field spell, or the ritual spell. Add back. Fafnir. Honestly, these cards have like a bunch of names on them. Like I just call it the link or the rank 1 because it has the beta name on it. Yeah, so we're gonna see it. The Natasha's definitely gonna take. Oh, this Phoenix is gonna draw, pop one set, and then just basically attack it for game. We know exactly that's the White Destiny. Summon out Baldur. Draw one. Using Eva's effect right now to grab 2 fairies, banishing the 2 diviners. And he's gonna use the Natasha now to banish to take the Golden Lord. Gain the attack or gain life points equal to the attack. This is looking like game, actually. Into a Megazord. Natasha's actually really good. Like that's one of the sleeper cards because right now, like if he has Edith in graveyard, he can just use the effect again, as long as it was summoned correctly the first time. Yeah, Isaiah's just scooping here. Oh. Natasha's also again not once per turn, so she can just keep doing it. Then just a quick OTK by Andres Torres. We're going to go to a game 3 now. So we're going to see them side now. Let me look at Andres Torres' list again. Maybe he's got something that can... Probably Cosmics, more than likely, for sure. Yeah, the Chaos Ruler build is one of the ones that a lot of people are playing. Some people are not playing the Chaos Ruler. They're playing the Beatrice combo. I think the Chaos Ruler allows you to see more cards, dump more cards to the graveyard, and that's ideally what you want to do with the deck. But I'm dressed with he's got Gamma in the side. Maybe that could be good. He is playing 3 Cosmics and a Feather Duster in the side deck as well. A lot of his cards actually are really good against his deck. Maybe even the Droplets if he can't really get over the Balderrock. But I mean, I don't see why he would side that in at this point. But he's definitely going to side in a lot of back row hate, just to clear some of like those Eldlich spells and traps. And then Isaiah, he's got Ghost Spell. He's playing 3 Cycle Readers in the side, so those are definitely coming in. He's also playing 3 Mistakes, which is a really good like meta call, especially for like the Drytron because they add a lot. So he's got a lot of cards for this deck too. But even again, like I said, the Zombie World is it's really good against this deck. So depending on whether he goes first or second, we'll see what method Isaiah is going to try to take down Andres Torres. Doing the power shuffles. They're about to get ready for round 3 or game 3. I definitely think that Isaiah is going to go first, though. He definitely wants to go first in this deck, set up Zombie World, set up some form of negate like with Balderrock. So we also see Black Awakening there in his hand. Andres Torres with the Ash on the Pot of Extravagance. Does he get hit with the Gamma? No. Now we activate the Black Awakening. Summon out the lore. Let's see what he has now. So he's used 2 cards. I'm going to set 1 and pass. Let's see what Andres Torres has in his hand. Discarding Ben 10. Attributing Ben 10 actually for the Drytron effect. Gonna search the Herald of Ultimateness and then search the Diviner. So this is again where we may see the Chaos Ruler play come into action, where he just normal summons the Diviner. Yep. Isaiah's thinking about the activation of this effect. Lets it go through. Very, very like light glare. I can't see exactly what he sent, but if it's been exactly like what's been going on in the past 2 games, we're definitely seeing him send the Natasha, and now he's activating Conquistador, going to pop the Diviner, so that way he can't access that. Going to use the Ritual spell or the Nova. E-Telly out one of these Drytrons. This is going to make the rank 1 for sure. And that's going to probably dump the spell, because he already has Ultimateness in hand. Yep. Drop the Herald of Ultimateness for the Drytron. It's the one that adds the, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the spell, the monster. I can't really tell which Drytron that is from here. But it's adding the Ritual spell. For anybody that's in chat, he's about to use, he's going to bring out the new, I guess you guys are calling it Fafnir, but it's the Megazoid of all the Drytrons. It's going to Foolish on summon. These 2, I believe, are undefeated. They were at table 5 when we pulled them, so they're both either X01 or undefeated at this point. So they're both doing very well.
Yeah, we try to do our best to always get the top table.
Yeah, but it's also good to get like some like different variety too.
Definitely, and we've gotten a lot of good variety here at the X1 slot. So
Yeah,
it's been really nice to see that.
But at this point now, we're gonna get to see. We're gonna be going into round 6 after this. We're gonna get to see like the top decks and see what the meta is really looking like, what it's shaping up.
I mean, I can already see at table 1 we got Michael Bond, so he's playing some YuGiOh variant.
Yeah.
Or Orion Allen, which I think. Oh no, or
Orion.
Yeah,
Allen.
Orion. Yeah, I don't know what we. I confused him with Orelvis, which we saw on stream.
Already.
He's still at table 5 against Albert Wu, which was our YuGiOh Dogmatica invoked player as well.
Yeah,
so we have that and the Dino deck, right?
Yeah, the Scrap Dino deck.
Yeah, we got Jeff Leonard still at table 3, so he looks like he won. Obviously, we saw him win there. He's at table 3. And then I think we have this matchup right here.
We're going to see a lot of different decks in this top cut for sure.
Yeah, it looks pretty varied right now. So
it's good, too, like seeing the meta and stuff like that. And also, for people who don't know, the Conquistador is technically a face-up spell and trap. So you can Phoenix pop it right now and get the effect if Andres decides to go that route. But Andres already has Natasha going, so this isn't looking too good for Isaiah unless he has like a Nibiru in hand. Yeah, that's moves on it. That's the problem like with these fast-paced decks like Drytron and Tri-Brigade. You easily get outpaced. Yeah, Andres is going to do the play. He's going to discard the Eva. Pop. Yeah, it's a face-up spell and trap. And he's going to get to search the 2 monsters off of Eva. Yeah, this isn't looking too good right now for Isaiah. This Drytron deck looks absolutely insane.
Drytron's just...
It's just re-emerged as probably like one of the best meta contenders right now. Yes. Yeah, this game is over unless he has Nibiru in end. Yep, that's game right there. So
Andres
Torres takes it in game 3. Isaiah just unfortunately bricked. Like he didn't open anything strong. The Ash on the Extravagance really did its work there too. But Isaiah played well. Isaiah didn't do anything like that he shouldn't have done or any misplays or anything like that. But that was a good matchup, back and forth. You know, we got to see like the zombie package come into play. But again, the speed and the pace of the Drytron with the new cards that came out really turns up the notch and makes this a really strong deck.
Yeah, despite having a pretty unfavorable matchup here against Isaiah, obviously winning the die roll really just helps alleviate that for the most part because you can kind of get rolling before your opponent has a chance to stop you with something like Zombie World. But regardless, Andres Torres, one of the best players, he made the call. Drytron, best deck. We've seen a few others on the same bandwagon. Kamal Crix, I think we saw him on Drytron as well too. And Ruben. And
so a lot of like the people that had chances to test it or have tested it before the card came out really decided to play, and like that's just, it's unfortunate. And you know, Isaiah, like we said, a really good player.
Very good. Yeah.
Just couldn't get Zombie World going. Just really couldn't get much going. Like in reality, I believe that he had a really favorable matchup.
Yes.
With Zombie World, but you know, it was just unfortunate. But we'll see Isaiah definitely in the top cut. 100%.
Oh, sure.
He's not out, down and out or anything like that. So we'll be able to do it. He'll be able to do his thing in the top cut as well. And Andres Torres, we'll also see him. He'll probably make top cut because we only got 2 more rounds, and then we're gonna have top cut too.
Yeah, 2 more rounds, and then we're cutting to a top 8. We're gonna see the top 8 players here at our 80+ tournament for release weekend. Landing Overdrive regional qualifier. We're gonna have single elimination right after our 7 rounds of Swiss. This was round number 5. We'll be right back with round number